Back again with another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G, and today we're gonna react to WWE 2K25 gameplay looks good. Let's get right into the video.
Get 150.
We have an ad.
So we just got a bunch of new WWE 2K25 footage. Not gonna lie, I used to dream about WWE games looking like GTA, and once upon a time my dreams came true. The backstage area looks amazing, the showcase mode looks so much better, and they're making out. Also, you can like change history. Forget about the ground, that's what I wanna see, and I'm definitely using that for my created wrestler. Achy balls or not. So a bunch of WWE YouTubers recorded some 2K25 footage.
And I believe the game, it comes out like I believe next month. I know this Gen Gaming, that's the only one I used to watch. I used to watch his channel back then.
Here's all the channels I used footage from. There's also links in description. Go check them out. The game gets me excited so far. Unfortunately, we didn't get any game mode footage. We probably will in the future. And I feel like the gameplay is already really good. There's not much you can actually improve. What kept me from playing WWE 2K24 for a longer time is the lack of good game modes. Universe mode was kinda crap, not enough improvements in my GM, and game modes like My Rise and Showcase, you play it once, you forget about it. And in the case of 2K Showcase, you probably wish you never played it. But I feel like it
Yeah, because My Rise is like a story, like with different chapters. Once you complete it, it's over.
At this point, game modes really need to carry this game. Now, of course, people, welcome back to the channel. Like, subscribe, let's get into it. One thing I really appreciate about this game is the third-person camera. You can do that in the entrances, you can do that during the gameplay. I gotta be honest, it sounded a bit more interesting once it was announced than actually seeing it in action. You still gotta manually control the camera, and at the end of the day, it's kind of a sports game, so, you know, it doesn't really make much sense.
I do not want to have to be moving the camera around like that while I'm playing the game.
But do I appreciate this feature and ability to do it? Absolutely. I mean, the entrances especially look really good, and it seems like it could be really useful in backstage area. It does give off that GTA vibe, you know, which is
And it also nice graphics too.
really interesting. But maybe I'm wrong, people. Maybe it does look pretty cool in matches too. But once you actually enable the third-person camera, you gotta change control, so we'll see how that works. Backstage brawls definitely stand out this year. The NXT parking lot looks absolutely amazing with real glass. Yes, you can actually put somebody through real.
You can go outside in the game, because I remember when I used to play the backstage WWE 2K games, backstage brawls only like backstage, so in the arena.
Real glass, you hear that, CM Punk? I don't even have to come up with a joke for that one. The Rock required 20 stitches on his butt. This whole updated backstage area really reminds me of Here Comes the Pain. Speaking of which, we have a warehouse where basically you have a bunch.
Hey, I ain't trying to pause the video so much, but the gameplay looks nice. Like the animation, like he just threw him into the I saw that.
It really reminds me of Here Comes the Pain. Speaking of which, we have a warehouse where basically you have a bunch of WWE memorabilia, old logos, cutouts, a bunch of new weapons, and the SmackDown fist. Because SmackDown is all about fisting. You can jump off that thing. You also have the ambulance. So many climbable areas. So I really appreciate that. Definitely go.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a really good, what's the name? Backstage brawl type of, with the features and all that, the new setup, the environment, how it looks in the game, like you're outside, you got different weapons, animations, it looks more simple in a way, like, yeah.
Going to be the biggest highlight of the gameplay this year, and I appreciate that it's really fast. They really tried to replicate Here Comes the Pain right here. So this is all very exciting, but you know, I like these things, but let me incorporate that into like a universe mode. This will make me keep playing the game. We got the return of chain wrestling, people. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really appreciate this feature. It looks a lot better than in WWE 2K15 with a lot more control. For example, you can continue with chain wrestling, you can drag them to the ropes, attack to end it, and I've even...
Okay, that's cool that they bring back the chain grappling wrestling, yeah. Because I think I had covered that when I did a video on the 2K vid.
been seeing clips of a roll-up. So that's really good. You know, it used to be really annoying in WWE 2K15 because it would happen in every single match at the start of it. But this is something that you can do manually or once both of you actually grapple each other. And the biggest reason I like features like this is because I can actually have these good matches that start slow and then we jump into that second gear, third gear, 59 finishers. But it all starts.
The graphics look nice, man. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but they do. They look nice.
Starts with a good old-fashioned chain wrestling. I wouldn't call it a fetish, but I like to play as 80 superstars and have these boring ass matches. And in WWE 2K24, that was really hard to do. I like to pick, I don't know, Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, Ric Flair, whatever, and do these slow ass punches and shit. And with that, now that's possible. Obviously, you can climb barricades, you can damage barricades, which is
You can jump on top of barricades and jump off. They just added that? Wow.
really nice addition. Doesn't look that impressive, but hopefully you can set up table spots. The OG submission wheel system is back, which is something I'm really excited about. This actually gives you a lot more control than just mashing buttons. I never understood people who actually prefer the mashing button system, whether in pins or submissions. Like,
Okay, I prefer that, the pressing over and over again, because I think that's how it was on the PS3 back on WWE 13. We had to like press X for submissions and stuff like that. Yeah, because I don't really like the one where you have to go around in a circle. Yeah,
you have no control over that. If you took like 50 finishers, there's no way you're kicking out. You can use a Masturbator 59,000 machine, you won't kick out people. But the moving bar, like, you can get lucky. Another cool update is that now you can have special guest referee matches up to 6-person matches, including tag team matches, which is great. Special guest referee matches, for whatever reason, are really fun. Oh, and you can shove a prime bottle up your ass. Nice. Let's get into the WWE 2K showcase mode. First of all, you have the dream matches. The one shown in particular is not that exciting in my opinion. One thing I hate about it is that it uses a modern arena. Couldn't you make it a little bit more realistic? Like, it really takes me out of it. Look at that, man. The only thing missing is telling me to drink water in between the match and fart once in a while. But from what I've seen, from what I've heard, the objectives aren't that big pain in the ass anymore. They're actually on the screen, you don't have to pause the game. What were they even thinking with WWE 2K24? And of course we have the full cutscenes, people. And it's amazing, it seems like they absolutely nailed it. That's the biggest appeal of 2K Showcase.
yeah, I like the cutscenes during the showcase mode. It's way better. What do you guys prefer? You guys prefer the cutscenes or when they had actually showed the live footage of it?
Is seeing these finishers different than the actual animations in the game. Slingshot technology is a very smart way of saying, we're just lazy to animate that shit. I'm not that big of a fan of 2K Showcase mode in general, like I've said many times for like 10 years now. I can watch that on the WWE Network now on Netflix. It's not something
If I get the game, because I think it's gonna be on PS4. I think that's what I heard. I might be wrong, but if I do get it, I got to play the showcase mode.
buy the games for. But at least this year, I can actually somewhat enjoy the experience and won't have to play a game mode that's supposed to be fun, but the only thing it makes me feel is pain. Literally, I lost my save data on WWE 2K24, and obviously, I want to have all the unlockables, but I'm not gonna play the 2K Showcase mode. And obviously, people, I can't wait to play as Nia Jax. Now that's the match 2K Showcase mode needed. There are also some nice little details like The Rock's entrance. He has the final boss entrance and it looks absolutely amazing, especially if you use the third-person camera. It's really good. One thing I wish they would actually let us do is take
It looks nice. You're in control of his entrance. You can move the camera around. That's like a new feature.
Control over the superstar during entrances. Technically, you can do that with the interference, but I wish they would allow us to take control and walk with the championship towards the ring. That sounds like a really interesting experience, unlike getting a cone shoved up your ass. And a lot of people are so hyped about the intergender match.
What if you can do like a run-in? You know, remember the run-in feature, and have like a cutscene added to it, or have maybe they can add another feature for the run-in? I don't know.
which is, oh my god, you can have matches between men and women now, and to me it's like, sure, that's great, should have been in the game years ago, it's a video game, but at the end of the day, this being the selling point, like this being announced as an actual feature, highlighted as a big feature, when it basically lets you wrestle more people, something you could do with mods anyway. Am I negative, Nancy, or is that not even that
Yeah, because I think the last wrestling game that you can do intergender matches were was like, what, '08? SmackDown versus Raw 2008.
big of a deal? But you see, people, the feeling I get from this game is that as cool as these features look, none of it is something that would keep me actually playing for a long time. I didn't feel the sense of a leap, towards the next generation of WWE video games, not that I expected, but I didn't really feel anything groundbreaking. When you actually look at the footage of WWE 2K25 gameplay, nothing really changed. And I mean literally, I don't feel anything different. Just like I told you, it's the game modes they need to really work on, and hopefully that was the case. I have no idea. They really put a lot of focus on these one-off game modes like 2K Showcase, and I wish they would actually improve Universe Mode and My GM, game modes that are endless and you can play the entire year. Like, that's what keeps players playing these video games. So anyway, people, these are my thoughts on WWE 2K25 so far.
Alright, that was WWE 2K25 gameplay. Looks good. You guys tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned. And yeah, Raya out.